For decades, if things get a little tough around Tucson, only 2 words are necessary. Bear down. And that's what the Arizona Wildcats hope to do in front of their homestanding fans today. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Arizona will put it away to start this one. And they desperately wanted to attempt to... Decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. The pitch. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets it.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage. I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's complete to the left. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Here comes the offense on first down. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. That one comes out hot down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The Wildcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with chicken wings.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The give. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Back to pass, it's Orji. He makes the connection. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Comes out throwing on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Morgan. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Here's the give off the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on it.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Motion from the offense. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
Arizona 7, Michigan 0.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to the ground game on the left. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And that pass intercepted. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Arizona! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the big and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
The option look. Quick toss. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
You got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out fast. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate.
Touchdown, Michigan! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down, you got to make plays, you got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air, it's Fafita. They're bringing heat. Got a man in the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. He's going to let it go. And it's caught inside the 25. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's in Arizona.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Moves away as he feels pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. First play of the drive, it's the end around. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Arizona 17, Michigan 7.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They'll throw it on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback checking off. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Trying to get to it. A strike downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he makes the catch, but just a hair out of the back of the end zone. It'll be incomplete. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a... Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona. Arizona's stadium with this red and blue crowd ready to bear down with their Wildcats. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. Bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw it on first down. With the catch, it's Davis. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Extending the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Cougars want to crank the tempo.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Offense in the hurry-up. Goes to the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got a man, it's Davis.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. Unloads to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And those are tough passes when you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines. It's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows, and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
The snap sets up the throw. Escapes trouble. Makes the catch. It's Martin. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down for this offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 15. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Arizona.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Had to throw it before he wanted. It's incomplete and will change into the field now. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He fires it out to the right. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Looking to pass, it's Retzlaff. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Wants to go up top. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking to scramble. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it.
It is good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Fires to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Arizona. A great catch and run for 6.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires downfield. Working on the right. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, BYU! On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're just about ready to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you,
he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. They're trying to get to him. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And he'll have to boom one from 58 yards out and be mindful to guide it in from the left hash. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
To the air, it's Fafita. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time he's got his man. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
At the 43. Coming up, 4th down.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On 4th down, they'll pass for it. The completion well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Wide out in motion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Fires to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Finds the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release it.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Retzlaff. Fires left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of Arizona 21, BYU 17.
1st down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. BYU lines up quickly. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw on second down. That's caught. It's Davis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. BYU with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Firing to the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Just misses on the big downfield shot. I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
He's moving out of the pocket. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, BYU! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And the extra point is good. They're up by 3, and a field goal would just bring us even. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
24, Arizona, 21.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Quarterback will audible. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Pressure coming. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Sometimes you got to fight fire with fire. This quarterback is very athletic, and he's got a lot of speed. He's probably too fast for some of these D linemen to catch up, but not the free safety. He'll go toe-to-toe and go sideline to sideline with this QB all game long.
Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, they're trailing in this game late, and the defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch him off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take this over, and now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
We're late in the game now. You've got the lead. You want to run the football. You can generate a few first downs running the ball now. You can take these seconds and lead them right off the clock.
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On the option. He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He got it. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. Coming out with it, it's Patterson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Fafita. They're bringing heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to get to it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.